Imagine having the clarity and wisdom to identify toxic individuals who may harm your peace and well-being. Stoicism offers valuable insights to help you recognize these signs and protect yourself. Want to dive deeper into how you can safeguard your emotional health and stay vigilant against harmful behaviors? We've got more eye-opening insights coming your way. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on the wisdom that can enhance your awareness and peace of mind. Ready to explore these Stoic secrets? Like this video and join us on a journey to cultivate a life of clarity, strength, and tranquility. Constant manipulation. He who has the power over himself has the power to resist being manipulated by others. Epictetus. Manipulation is a hallmark of an evil person. This individual will frequently use deceit, coercion, or emotional manipulation to control your actions, decisions, and even your thoughts. Recognizing and resisting manipulation is crucial for maintaining your autonomy and well-being. Start by identifying common manipulation tactics. These can include guilt-tripping, playing the victim, giving you the silent treatment, or using flattery to gain your compliance. Understanding these tactics helps you recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you. Reflect on how manipulation affects your emotions and decisions. Manipulative people often make you feel confused, guilty, or unsure of yourself. Recognizing these feelings can be a sign that you are being manipulated. Stoicism teaches us to maintain control over our own minds and actions, rather than allowing others to dictate our behavior. Set clear boundaries and enforce them consistently. When you notice manipulative behavior, calmly and firmly communicate your boundaries. For example, if someone tries to guilt-trip you into doing something, respond with a clear and assertive statement about your intentions. Consistent enforcement of boundaries helps you maintain control and resist manipulation. Practice self-awareness and self-reflection. Regularly check in with yourself to understand your feelings and motivations. This practice helps you stay grounded and less susceptible to manipulation. Reflect on your values and priorities to ensure that your decisions align with your true self, rather than being influenced by external pressures. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or professionals. If you find yourself frequently manipulated, discussing your experiences with someone you trust can provide clarity and support. They can offer a different perspective and help you develop strategies to deal with the manipulative person. In summary, constant manipulation is a sign of an evil person. By identifying manipulation tactics, reflecting on their impact, setting clear boundaries, practicing self-awareness, and seeking support, you can resist manipulation and maintain control over your own mind and actions. This Stoic approach helps you protect your well-being and autonomy in the face of manipulative behavior. Habitual lying. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. Habitual lying is a significant indicator of an evil person. Consistent dishonesty not only undermines trust, but also reveals a lack of integrity and respect for others. Recognizing and addressing habitual lying is crucial for protecting yourself from deceit and manipulation. Start by paying attention to patterns of dishonesty. Notice if the person frequently tells lies, even about trivial matters. Consistent lying can indicate a deeper issue of trustworthiness and character. Understanding these patterns helps you identify who can be trusted. Reflect on the impact of these lies on your relationship and well-being. Stoicism teaches the importance of truth and integrity. Habitual lying creates a foundation of deceit, making it difficult to build a genuine and healthy relationship. Consider how this dishonesty affects your trust and peace of mind. Confront the lying behavior directly but calmly. When you catch someone in a lie, address it with factual evidence and express how it undermines trust. For instance, you can say, I noticed that what you said about specific event isn't true, and this makes it hard for me to trust you. Confrontation helps set boundaries and communicates that dishonesty is unacceptable. Distance yourself from the habitual liar if the behavior persists. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining your integrity and well-being. If the person continues to lie despite being confronted, it may be necessary to limit or end the relationship. Protecting your mental and emotional health is paramount. Seek out relationships built on mutual trust and honesty. Surround yourself with individuals who value and practice truthfulness. These relationships provide a solid foundation for growth, support, and genuine connection. In summary, habitual lying undermines trust and integrity. By paying attention to patterns of dishonesty, reflecting on their impact, confronting lies calmly, distancing yourself if necessary, and seeking honest relationships, you can protect yourself from deceit. This stoic approach helps maintain your integrity and well-being in the face of habitual lying. Lack of empathy. No one is better able to help you than yourself. You must rely on your own judgment and intelligence. Marcus Aurelius. A lack of empathy is a clear sign of an evil person. Individuals who consistently show disregard for others' feelings and needs often manipulate and harm without remorse. Recognizing this behavior is essential to protect your emotional well-being and maintain healthy boundaries. Start by observing how the person responds to others' emotions. Do they show genuine concern and understanding, or do they dismiss, belittle, or ignore others' feelings? A consistent lack of empathy is a red flag indicating potential harm. Reflect on how their behavior impacts you and those around you. Stoicism teaches us to understand our emotions and respond to them constructively. A person lacking empathy can cause significant emotional distress and make you feel undervalued and isolated. Set boundaries to protect yourself. When dealing with someone who lacks empathy, clearly communicate your emotional needs and limits. For example, you might say, "I need to feel heard and respected when I share my feelings." Establishing boundaries helps protect your emotional health. Limit your exposure to individuals who lack empathy. If someone consistently shows a disregard for your feelings, consider reducing your interactions with them. Protecting yourself from emotional harm is crucial for maintaining your well-being and peace of mind. Cultivate relationships with empathetic and supportive individuals. Surround yourself with people who show genuine concern and understanding. These relationships provide a nurturing environment for emotional growth and resilience. In summary, a lack of empathy is a significant indicator of an evil person. By observing their behavior, reflecting on its impact, setting boundaries, limiting exposure, and cultivating empathetic relationships, you can protect your emotional well-being. This stoic approach helps maintain your inner peace and healthy boundaries. Blame shifting. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Epictetus. Blame shifting is a common tactic used by evil individuals to avoid responsibility and manipulate others. Recognizing this behavior is essential for maintaining personal accountability and protecting yourself from unjust blame. Start by identifying patterns of blame shifting. Notice if the person consistently avoids taking responsibility for their actions and instead blames others for their mistakes or shortcomings. This behavior indicates a lack of integrity and accountability. Reflect on how blame shifting affects your self-esteem and relationships. Stoicism emphasizes personal responsibility and the importance of focusing on what you can control. Being blamed unfairly can erode your self-confidence and create tension in relationships. Acknowledge how this behavior impacts your well-being. Address blame shifting directly and assertively. When you notice someone shifting blame, calmly state the facts and assert your perspective. For example, you can say, "I understand you're upset, but the issue was not caused by me. Let's focus on finding a solution together." Addressing the behavior helps set clear boundaries and promotes accountability. Take responsibility for your actions and encourage others to do the same. Lead by example by acknowledging your mistakes and working to correct them. This practice fosters a culture of accountability and integrity in your relationships. Protect yourself from consistent blame shifters. If the person continues to avoid responsibility despite your efforts, consider distancing yourself from them. Prioritize relationships with individuals who value accountability and honesty. In summary, blame shifting undermines personal responsibility and integrity. By identifying blame-shifting patterns, reflecting on their impact, addressing the behavior assertively, taking responsibility, and protecting yourself from consistent blame shifters, you can maintain accountability and protect your well-being. This stoic approach helps uphold personal integrity and healthy relationships. Consistent criticism. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Consistent, unjust criticism can erode your self-esteem and sense of worth. An evil person often uses criticism to belittle and control others. Recognizing this behavior is crucial for maintaining your self-confidence and mental health. Start by distinguishing between constructive feedback and destructive criticism. Constructive feedback is specific, aimed at improvement and delivered with respect. In contrast, destructive criticism is vague, aimed at undermining and delivered with malice. Understanding this difference helps you identify harmful criticism. Reflect on how consistent criticism affects your self-esteem and mental health. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining inner strength and self-worth. A person who constantly criticizes you can make you doubt your abilities and diminish your confidence. Acknowledge the negative impact this behavior has on you. Address the criticism directly and assertively. When faced with unjust criticism, calmly express how it affects you and ask for constructive feedback instead. For example, you might say, "I appreciate feedback that helps me improve, but constant negative comments without solutions are discouraging." This approach sets boundaries and promotes healthier communication. Focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Counteract the effects of criticism by regularly reflecting on your achievements and qualities. Remind yourself of your capabilities and successes and celebrate your progress. This practice helps reinforce your self-esteem and resilience. Surround yourself with supportive and positive individuals. Seek out relationships with people who uplift and encourage you. A positive support network provides balance and helps you maintain a healthy self-image despite negative influences. In summary, consistent criticism undermines self-esteem and mental health. By distinguishing between constructive and destructive criticism, reflecting on its impact, addressing it assertively, focusing on your strengths, and seeking supportive relationships, you can protect your self-worth and mental well-being. This stoic approach helps maintain your inner strength and confidence in the face of unjust criticism. Exploiting vulnerabilities. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. Exploiting vulnerabilities is a common tactic used by evil individuals to gain control and manipulate others. Recognizing this behavior and protecting your vulnerabilities is essential for maintaining your dignity and well-being. Start by identifying your vulnerabilities. Reflect on your emotional, psychological, and situational weaknesses. Understanding your vulnerabilities helps you recognize when someone is trying to exploit them and allows you to take preventive measures. Reflect on past experiences where someone exploited your vulnerabilities. Consider how this affected your well-being and relationships. Stoicism teaches us to learn from our experiences and use that knowledge to strengthen ourselves. Acknowledge the impact of exploitation and commit to protecting yourself in the future. Set clear boundaries to protect your vulnerabilities. Communicate your limits assertively and consistently. For example, if someone tries to exploit your kindness, you might say, "I'm willing to help, but I also need to take care of my own needs." Establishing boundaries helps prevent exploitation and maintains your dignity. Develop your strengths and resilience. Work on fortifying your weaknesses and enhancing your strengths. This might involve seeking therapy, improving your skills, or building a strong support network. Strengthening yourself reduces the likelihood of being exploited and empowers you to stand up against manipulation. Surround yourself with trustworthy and supportive individuals. Seek relationships with people who respect your boundaries and offer genuine support. A strong and supportive network provides protection and reinforces your well-being. In summary, exploiting vulnerabilities is a tactic used by evil individuals to manipulate others. By identifying your vulnerabilities, reflecting on past experiences, setting clear boundaries, developing your strengths and seeking supportive relationships, you can protect yourself from exploitation. This stoic approach helps maintain your dignity and well-being in the face of manipulative behavior. Isolation tactics. Man is by nature a social animal. An individual who is unsocial naturally and not accidentally is either beneath our notice or more than human. Aristotle. Isolation tactics are used by evil individuals to control and manipulate others by cutting them off from their support networks. Recognizing and countering these tactics is essential for maintaining your independence and emotional well-being. Start by identifying isolation tactics. Notice if the person tries to control your interactions with others, criticizes your friends and family, or creates conflicts to drive a wedge between you and your support network. Understanding these tactics helps you recognize when someone is trying to isolate you. Reflect on how isolation tactics affect your relationships and mental health. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining connections with others and seeking support. Isolation can lead to loneliness, depression, and increased vulnerability to manipulation. Acknowledge the negative impact of isolation on your well-being. Assertively resist attempts to isolate you. When someone tries to isolate you, stand firm in maintaining your relationships and boundaries. For example, you might say, "I value my relationships with my friends and family, and I will continue to spend time with them." Assertiveness helps protect your connections and independence. Strengthen your existing relationships. Invest time and effort in nurturing your relationships with friends, family, and trusted individuals. Regularly reach out, communicate openly, and offer support. A strong support network provides emotional resilience and counters isolation attempts. Seek external support if needed. If you find yourself isolated and struggling to reconnect with others, seek help from a therapist, counselor, or support group. Professional support can provide strategies to rebuild your social network and reinforce your independence. In summary, isolation tactics are used by evil individuals to control and manipulate others. By identifying these tactics, reflecting on their impact, resisting isolation assertively, strengthening existing relationships, and seeking external support, you can maintain your independence and emotional well-being. This stoic approach helps protect your connections and mental health in the face of manipulative behavior. Emotional volatility. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Marcus Aurelius. Emotional volatility is a sign of an unstable and potentially harmful individual. This person may frequently exhibit intense and unpredictable emotions, creating a chaotic and stressful environment. Recognizing and managing emotional volatility is essential for maintaining your mental health and stability. Start by identifying patterns of emotional volatility. Notice if the person frequently experiences extreme mood swings, displays sudden outbursts of anger, or reacts disproportionately to minor issues. Understanding these patterns helps you anticipate and manage volatile behavior. Reflect on how emotional volatility affects your mental and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining inner peace and emotional balance. A person who is emotionally volatile can disrupt your sense of stability and cause significant stress. Acknowledge the impact of this behavior on your life. Establish and maintain emotional boundaries. When dealing with an emotionally volatile person, it's important to protect your own emotional space. Communicate your boundaries clearly and calmly. For example, you might say, "I need to step away from this conversation until we can discuss it calmly." Setting boundaries helps prevent their volatility from affecting you. Practice self-regulation and mindfulness. Develop techniques to manage your own emotional responses, such as deep breathing, meditation, or taking a walk. By maintaining your composure, you can navigate volatile situations more effectively and protect your mental health. Limit your exposure to emotionally volatile individuals. If possible, reduce your interactions with people who frequently exhibit extreme emotions. Prioritize relationships that offer stability and support. Limiting exposure to volatility helps maintain your emotional balance and well-being. In summary, emotional volatility can create a chaotic and stressful environment. By identifying patterns, reflecting on their impact, establishing boundaries, practicing self-regulation, and limiting exposure, you can protect your mental health and stability. This stoic approach helps maintain inner peace and resilience in the face of emotional volatility. Intense jealousy and envy. Envy is the ulcer of the soul. Socrates. Intense jealousy and envy are signs of deep-seated insecurity and can lead to harmful behavior. An individual who constantly exhibits these emotions may attempt to undermine or sabotage others. Recognizing and managing jealousy and envy is crucial for maintaining healthy relationships and self-esteem. Start by observing signs of jealousy and envy. Notice if the person frequently compares themselves to others, feels threatened by others' successes, or exhibits possessive behavior. Understanding these signs helps you identify individuals who may harbor harmful intentions. Reflect on how jealousy and envy affect your relationships and self-esteem. Stoicism teaches the importance of focusing on your own growth and not comparing yourself to others. Being around jealous and envious individuals can create tension and diminish your sense of self-worth. Acknowledge the negative impact of these emotions on your well-being. Address jealousy and envy directly and constructively. When you notice someone exhibiting these emotions, calmly express your observations and offer support. For example, you might say, "I've noticed you seem upset when others succeed. How can I support you in your own goals?" Addressing these emotions helps promote healthier relationships. Focus on your own growth and achievements. Counteract the effects of jealousy and envy by celebrating your accomplishments and setting personal goals. Reflect on your progress and appreciate your unique strengths. This practice helps reinforce your self-esteem and resilience. Surround yourself with supportive and encouraging individuals. Seek relationships with people who celebrate your successes and inspire you to grow. A positive and supportive network fosters a healthy environment and reduces the influence of jealousy and envy. In summary, intense jealousy and envy can undermine relationships and self-esteem. By observing signs, reflecting on their impact, addressing these emotions constructively, focusing on your growth, and seeking supportive relationships, you can maintain healthy relationships and self-worth. This stoic approach helps protect your mental and emotional well-being in the face of jealousy and envy. Narcissistic tendencies, to be free of passion and yet full of love. Marcus Aurelius. Narcissistic tendencies, such as excessive self-focus and lack of empathy, are key indicators of an individual who may be harmful. Narcissists often manipulate others to serve their own needs, disregarding the well-being of those around them. Recognizing and managing narcissistic behavior is essential for protecting your mental health and boundaries. Start by identifying narcissistic traits. Notice if the person constantly seeks admiration, exaggerates their achievements, lacks empathy, or exploits others for personal gain. Understanding these traits helps you recognize when you are dealing with a narcissist. Reflect on how narcissistic behavior affects your interactions and self-worth. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-awareness and maintaining healthy relationships. Being around a narcissist can drain your energy and undermine your confidence. Acknowledge the impact of narcissistic behavior on your well-being. Set firm boundaries with narcissistic individuals. Clearly communicate your limits and expectations. For example, you might say, "I need you to respect my time and opinions, just as I respect yours." Enforcing boundaries helps protect you from manipulation and exploitation. Avoid engaging in power struggles or trying to change the narcissist. Recognize that their behavior stems from deep-seated issues that you cannot fix. Instead, focus on maintaining your own integrity and well-being. Engaging in power struggles can be exhausting and unproductive. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or professionals. Discuss your experiences with someone you trust, and consider seeking guidance from a therapist or counselor. Support from others provides validation and helps you navigate the challenges of dealing with a narcissist. In summary, narcissistic tendencies can be harmful and manipulative. By identifying these traits, reflecting on their impact, setting firm boundaries, avoiding power struggles, and seeking support, you can protect your mental health and boundaries. This stoic approach helps maintain your integrity and well-being in the face of narcissistic behavior. Gaslighting. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Marcus Aurelius. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where an individual makes you question your reality, memories, or perceptions. Recognizing and countering gaslighting is crucial for maintaining your mental clarity and self-confidence. Start by identifying signs of gaslighting. Notice if the person frequently denies your experiences, twists the truth, or makes you feel confused and doubting your sanity. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when you are being manipulated. Reflect on how gaslighting affects your mental clarity and self-confidence. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining inner strength and clear perception. Gaslighting can erode your trust in yourself and your understanding of reality. Acknowledge the negative impact of this manipulation on your mental health. Document your experiences and feelings. Keep a journal of specific incidents and how they made you feel. This record helps you validate your experiences and provides concrete evidence when you start doubting yourself. Documenting your reality helps maintain your mental clarity. Confront gaslighting behavior assertively. When you recognize gaslighting, calmly state the facts and your feelings. For example, you might say, "I remember the situation differently and this is how it made me feel." Assertive confrontation helps challenge the manipulative narrative. Seek support from trusted individuals. Discuss your experiences with friends, family, or a therapist who can provide perspective and validation. External support helps reinforce your understanding of reality and counters the effects of gaslighting. In summary, gaslighting undermines mental clarity and self-confidence. By identifying signs, reflecting on the impact, documenting experiences, confronting the behavior, and seeking support, you can protect your mental health and maintain a clear perception of reality. This stoic approach helps preserve your inner strength and clarity in the face of psychological manipulation. Persistent victim mentality. The fault is not in our stars, but in ourselves. William Shakespeare. A persistent victim mentality is a sign of someone who consistently blames external circumstances for their problems and refuses to take responsibility. This mindset can be draining and manipulative, making it crucial to recognize and address in your relationships. Start by identifying signs of a victim mentality. Notice if the person frequently complains about their misfortunes, blames others for their problems, and rarely acknowledges their own role in their circumstances. Understanding these signs helps you recognize this detrimental mindset. Reflect on how a victim mentality affects your interactions and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches personal responsibility and focusing on what you can control. Being around someone with a persistent victim mentality can be draining and can undermine your own sense of agency. Acknowledge the negative impact of this mindset on your well-being. Encourage personal responsibility and empowerment. When interacting with someone exhibiting a victim mentality, gently encourage them to focus on what they can control and take responsibility for their actions. For example, you might say, "I understand this situation is tough, but what steps can you take to improve it?" Encouragement promotes a shift towards a more proactive mindset. Set boundaries to protect your emotional energy. Limit the amount of time and emotional investment you give to someone with a persistent victim mentality. For example, if conversations consistently revolve around their complaints, steer the discussion towards solutions or positive topics. Setting boundaries helps preserve your emotional well-being. Focus on maintaining a proactive and positive mindset in your own life. Reflect on your own challenges and how you can take responsibility and make positive changes. Leading by example demonstrates the benefits of personal responsibility and resilience. In summary, a persistent victim mentality can be draining and manipulative. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, encouraging personal responsibility, setting boundaries, and maintaining a proactive mindset, you can protect your emotional well-being and promote a healthier perspective. This stoic approach helps maintain your sense of agency and resilience in the face of a victim mentality. Incessant need for control. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. Epictetus. An incessant need for control is a key sign of an individual who may be harmful. Such a person often tries to dominate others and manipulate situations to their advantage, creating an oppressive and stifling environment. Recognizing and managing this behavior is essential for maintaining your autonomy and peace of mind. Start by identifying signs of an incessant need for control. Notice if the person frequently dictates how things should be done, dismisses others' opinions, and becomes agitated when things don't go their way. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is trying to dominate and control. Reflect on how this need for control affects your autonomy and peace of mind. Stoicism emphasizes focusing on what you can control and letting go of the rest. Being around someone who constantly tries to control everything can undermine your sense of autonomy and create stress. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being. Establish and enforce boundaries assertively. When dealing with someone who has an incessant need for control, clearly communicate your boundaries and expectations. For example, you might say, "I appreciate your input, but I need to make my own decisions." Setting boundaries helps protect your autonomy and reduces the influence of controlling behavior. Practice assertiveness and self-confidence. Develop the ability to stand up for yourself and make independent decisions. Assertiveness helps you resist attempts to control you and reinforces your autonomy. Confidence in your own judgment reduces the impact of controlling behavior. Limit your exposure to controlling individuals. If possible, reduce interactions with people who have an incessant need for control. Surround yourself with individuals who respect your autonomy and support your independence. Limiting exposure helps maintain your peace of mind and sense of freedom. In summary, an incessant need for control can undermine your autonomy and peace of mind. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, establishing boundaries, practicing assertiveness, and limiting exposure, you can protect your well-being and maintain your independence. This stoic approach helps preserve your autonomy and peace of mind in the face of controlling behavior. Disregard for boundaries. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Marcus Aurelius. Disregard for boundaries is a clear sign of a harmful individual. Such a person frequently oversteps limits, showing a lack of respect for your personal space, time, and needs. Recognizing and enforcing your boundaries is essential for protecting your well-being and autonomy. Start by identifying when your boundaries are being crossed. Notice if the person frequently invades your personal space, makes demands on your time, or ignores your expressed limits. Understanding these signs helps you recognize boundary violations. Reflect on how the disregard for boundaries affects your well-being. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining personal integrity and control over your own life. A person who disregards your boundaries can create stress and undermine your sense of autonomy. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your peace of mind. Clearly communicate your boundaries and enforce them consistently. When someone crosses a boundary, calmly and assertively remind them of your limits. For example, you might say, "I need my personal space and time respected. Please do not specific behavior." Clear communication and consistency are key to protecting your boundaries. Practice self-respect and self-care. Prioritize your own needs and well-being, and do not feel guilty for setting and enforcing boundaries. Recognize that maintaining your boundaries is a form of self-respect and essential for your mental and emotional health. Surround yourself with individuals who respect your boundaries. Seek out relationships with people who understand and honor your limits. A supportive and respectful network reinforces your boundaries and provides a safe and nurturing environment. In summary, disregard for boundaries is a sign of a harmful individual. By identifying boundary violations, reflecting on their impact, clearly communicating and enforcing boundaries, practicing self-respect, and seeking respectful relationships, you can protect your well-being and autonomy. This stoic approach helps maintain your personal integrity and peace of mind in the face of boundary violations. Perpetual negativity. He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man. Seneca. Perpetual negativity, where someone constantly focuses on the negative aspects of life, can be draining and toxic. Such individuals often spread their pessimism, affecting those around them. Recognizing and managing this behavior is crucial for maintaining a positive and balanced outlook. Start by identifying signs of perpetual negativity. Notice if the person frequently complains, criticizes, or sees the worst in situations. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is spreading negativity. Reflect on how perpetual negativity affects your mood and outlook. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining a positive and balanced mindset. Being around a perpetually negative person can sap your energy and make you feel discouraged. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your mental and emotional well-being. Set boundaries to protect your positivity. Limit the amount of time you spend with negative individuals and steer conversations towards more positive or neutral topics. For example, you might say, Let's focus on finding a solution instead of dwelling on the problem. Setting boundaries helps protect your own positive mindset. Practice gratitude and focus on the positive aspects of your life. Counteract negativity by regularly reflecting on the things you are grateful for and the positive experiences in your life. Gratitude helps shift your focus away from negativity and reinforces a more positive outlook. Surround yourself with positive and uplifting individuals. Seek relationships with people who inspire and support you. A positive support network enhances your resilience and helps maintain a balanced and optimistic perspective. In summary, perpetual negativity can be draining and toxic. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, setting boundaries, practicing gratitude, and seeking positive relationships, you can protect your positivity and maintain a balanced outlook. This stoic approach helps preserve your mental and emotional well-being in the face of perpetual negativity. Exploiting kindness, the best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Marcus Aurelius. Exploiting kindness is a tactic used by harmful individuals to take advantage of others' generosity and compassion. Recognizing and protecting yourself from this exploitation is essential for maintaining your dignity and well-being. Start by identifying signs of kindness exploitation. Notice if the person frequently takes advantage of your generosity, manipulates you into doing things for them, or fails to reciprocate your kindness. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is exploiting your kindness. Reflect on how this exploitation affects your well-being and relationships. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining personal integrity and not allowing others to take advantage of you. Being exploited for your kindness can lead to feelings of resentment and burnout. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being. Set clear boundaries around your kindness and generosity. Communicate your limits assertively and ensure that your acts of kindness are balanced and reciprocal. For example, you might say, "I'm happy to help, but I need to ensure my own needs are met as well." Setting boundaries helps protect your generosity from being exploited. Practice self-care and self-respect. Prioritize your own needs and well-being, and do not feel guilty for setting limits on your kindness. Recognize that it is important to care for yourself in order to be able to care for others effectively. Self-care reinforces your ability to help others without being exploited. Surround yourself with individuals who appreciate and reciprocate your kindness. Seek relationships with people who value and respect your generosity. A supportive and balanced network helps maintain a healthy dynamic and protects you from exploitation. In summary, exploiting kindness is a tactic used by harmful individuals. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, setting boundaries, practicing self-care, and seeking reciprocal relationships, you can protect your well-being and maintain your dignity. This stoic approach helps preserve your personal integrity and generosity in the face of exploitation. Passive-aggressive behavior. Silence is a lesson learned through life's many sufferings. Seneca. Passive-aggressive behavior, where someone expresses negative feelings indirectly rather than openly, is a subtle but harmful tactic. Recognizing and addressing this behavior is crucial for maintaining clear communication and emotional well-being. Start by identifying signs of passive-aggressive behavior. Notice if the person frequently uses sarcasm, gives backhanded compliments, procrastinates on tasks as a form of resistance, or gives you the silent treatment. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is being passive-aggressive. Reflect on how passive-aggressive behavior affects your communication and emotional health. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of clear and honest communication. Passive-aggressiveness can create confusion, frustration, and resentment. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being and relationships. Address passive-aggressive behavior directly and assertively. When you recognize passive aggressiveness, calmly express how it affects you and encourage open communication. For example, you might say, "I sense that you're upset. Can we discuss what's bothering you openly?" This approach promotes healthier communication and reduces passive aggressiveness. Set boundaries to protect yourself from passive-aggressive behavior. If the behavior persists, clearly state your limits and the consequences of violating them. For example, you might say, "I need us to communicate openly. If we can't do that, I will need to take a step back." Setting boundaries helps protect your emotional well-being. Seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. Discuss your experiences with friends, family, or a therapist who can provide perspective and guidance. Support from others helps you navigate the challenges of dealing with passive-aggressive behavior. In summary, passive-aggressive behavior is a subtle but harmful tactic. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, addressing the behavior assertively, setting boundaries and seeking support, you can maintain clear communication and emotional well-being. This stoic approach helps promote healthier relationships and protect your mental health. Creating unnecessary drama. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Epictetus. Creating unnecessary drama is a sign of an individual who thrives on chaos and conflict. Such behavior can be emotionally exhausting and disruptive. Recognizing and managing drama is essential for maintaining a peaceful and balanced life. Start by identifying signs of drama creation. Notice if the person frequently exaggerates situations, stirs up conflict, or thrives on gossip and tension. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is creating unnecessary drama. Reflect on how drama creation affects your emotional well-being and relationships. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining inner peace and avoiding unnecessary conflict. Being around someone who creates drama can be emotionally draining and disruptive. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your life. Avoid engaging in or escalating drama. When faced with drama, remain calm and composed. Refuse to participate in gossip or conflict. For example, you might say, "I prefer not to discuss this right now," and change the subject. This approach helps de-escalate drama and maintain your peace. Set boundaries to protect yourself from drama creators. Limit your interactions with individuals who thrive on drama and focus on building relationships with those who promote peace and positivity. For example, you might say, "I need to focus on positive interactions and avoid conflict." Setting boundaries helps reduce the influence of drama on your life. Practice mindfulness and stress reduction techniques. Engage in activities that help you stay centered and calm, such as meditation, deep breathing, or spending time in nature. Mindfulness helps you maintain your inner peace and resilience in the face of drama. In summary, creating unnecessary drama is emotionally exhausting and disruptive. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, avoiding engagement, setting boundaries, and practicing mindfulness, you can maintain a peaceful and balanced life. This stoic approach helps protect your emotional well-being and promote healthier relationships. Financial exploitation. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Epictetus. Financial exploitation, where someone takes advantage of you financially or pressures you for money, can be a significant burden and strain on your resources. Recognizing and addressing financial exploitation is crucial for maintaining your financial stability and self-respect. Start by identifying signs of financial exploitation. Notice if the person frequently borrows money without repaying, pressures you to cover their expenses, or manipulates you into spending on them. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is financially exploiting you. Reflect on how financial exploitation affects your financial stability and well-being. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-sufficiency and prudent management of resources. Being financially exploited can disrupt your financial stability and create ongoing stress. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your life. Set clear financial boundaries and enforce them consistently. When someone tries to exploit you financially, assertively communicate your limits. For example, you might say, "I'm unable to lend you money," and stick to your decision. Setting boundaries helps protect your financial well-being. Practice financial self-care and responsibility. Manage your finances wisely, create a budget, and save for your future. Educate yourself about financial management and seek professional advice if needed. Financial self-care reinforces your ability to protect yourself from exploitation. Surround yourself with financially responsible and supportive individuals. Seek relationships with people who respect your financial boundaries and share similar values about money. A supportive network helps maintain a healthy financial dynamic and reduces the risk of exploitation. In summary, financial exploitation undermines your financial stability and well-being. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, setting clear boundaries, practicing financial self-care, and seeking supportive relationships, you can protect your financial health and self-respect. This stoic approach helps maintain your autonomy and financial stability in the face of exploitation. Emotional blackmail. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. Emotional blackmail involves using guilt, fear, or obligation to control someone's actions and decisions. Recognizing and countering emotional blackmail is essential for maintaining your autonomy and emotional well-being. Start by identifying signs of emotional blackmail. Notice if the person frequently uses phrases like, "If you loved me, you would," or "You'll regret it if you don't." These tactics aim to manipulate your emotions and decisions. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is trying to control you. Reflect on how emotional blackmail affects your autonomy and emotional health. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining control over your own mind and actions. Emotional blackmail undermines your sense of self-determination and can lead to stress and resentment. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being. Respond to emotional blackmail assertively and calmly. When faced with emotional blackmail, clearly communicate your feelings and boundaries. For example, you might say, "I feel pressured when you say that. I need to make my own decisions." Assertive communication helps you resist manipulation and maintain your autonomy. Reaffirm your values and priorities. Reflect on what is truly important to you and use these values to guide your decisions. By staying true to your values, you can resist manipulation and make choices that align with your authentic self. Seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. Discuss your experiences with friends, family, or a therapist who can provide perspective and guidance. Support from others reinforces your resolve and helps you navigate emotional blackmail. In summary, emotional blackmail undermines your autonomy and emotional well-being. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, responding assertively, reaffirming your values, and seeking support, you can protect yourself from manipulation. This stoic approach helps maintain your independence and emotional health in the face of emotional blackmail. Chronic victimhood. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Chronic victimhood is a mindset where an individual consistently sees themselves as a victim of circumstances and refuses to take responsibility for their actions. This mentality can be draining and manipulative, making it crucial to recognize and address in your relationships. Start by identifying signs of chronic victimhood. Notice if the person frequently blames others for their problems, refuses to take responsibility, and sees themselves as perpetually wronged. Understanding these signs helps you recognize this detrimental mindset. Reflect on how chronic victimhood affects your interactions and emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches personal responsibility and focusing on what you can control. Being around someone with a victim mentality can be draining and can undermine your own sense of agency. Acknowledge the negative impact of this mindset on your well-being. Encourage personal responsibility and empowerment. When interacting with someone exhibiting chronic victimhood, gently encourage them to focus on what they can control and take responsibility for their actions. For example, you might say, "I understand this situation is tough, but what steps can you take to improve it?" Encouragement promotes a shift towards a more proactive mindset. Set boundaries to protect your emotional energy. Limit the amount of time and emotional investment you give to someone with a persistent victim mentality. For example, if conversations consistently revolve around their complaints, steer the discussion towards solutions or positive topics. Setting boundaries helps preserve your emotional well-being. Focus on maintaining a proactive and positive mindset in your own life. Reflect on your own challenges and how you can take responsibility and make positive changes. Leading by example demonstrates the benefits of personal responsibility and resilience. In summary, chronic victimhood can be draining and manipulative. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, encouraging personal responsibility, setting boundaries, and maintaining a proactive mindset, you can protect your emotional well-being and promote a healthier perspective. This stoic approach helps maintain your sense of agency and resilience in the face of a victim mentality. Pathological lying. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius. Pathological lying, where someone consistently tells lies and fabricates stories, is a clear sign of a harmful individual. Recognizing and addressing pathological lying is crucial for maintaining trust and integrity in your relationships. Start by identifying signs of pathological lying. Notice if the person frequently tells elaborate, inconsistent stories, even about trivial matters, and is often caught in lies. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is a habitual liar. Reflect on how pathological lying affects your trust and relationships. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of truth and integrity. Pathological lying undermines trust and makes it difficult to build genuine, healthy relationships. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being and connections. Confront pathological lying directly but calmly. When you catch someone in a lie, address it with factual evidence and express how it undermines trust. For example, you might say, "I noticed that what you said about specific event isn't true, and this makes it hard for me to trust you." Confrontation helps set boundaries and communicates that dishonesty is unacceptable. Limit your interactions with pathological liars. If the person continues to lie despite being confronted, consider reducing or ending your relationship with them. Prioritize your mental and emotional health by distancing yourself from individuals who consistently lie. Surround yourself with trustworthy and honest individuals. Seek out relationships built on mutual respect and integrity. A supportive network of honest people reinforces your own values and provides a stable foundation for healthy connections. In summary, pathological lying undermines trust and integrity. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, confronting lies calmly, limiting interactions, and seeking honest relationships, you can protect yourself from deceit. This stoic approach helps maintain your integrity and well-being in the face of habitual lying. Relentless criticism and undermining. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Relentless criticism and undermining behavior are signs of a harmful individual who seeks to diminish your self-worth and confidence. Recognizing and addressing this behavior is crucial for maintaining your mental health and self-esteem. Start by identifying signs of relentless criticism and undermining. Notice if the person frequently makes negative comments about your abilities, dismisses your achievements, or subtly undermines your efforts. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is trying to erode your confidence. Reflect on how relentless criticism affects your self-esteem and mental health. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining inner strength and self-worth. Constant negative feedback can make you doubt your abilities and diminish your confidence. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being. Respond to criticism assertively and constructively. When faced with relentless criticism, calmly express how it affects you and seek constructive feedback instead. For example, you might say, "I appreciate feedback that helps me improve, but constant negative comments are discouraging." This approach helps set boundaries and promotes healthier communication. Focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Counteract the effects of criticism by regularly reflecting on your achievements and qualities. Remind yourself of your capabilities and successes and celebrate your progress. This practice helps reinforce your self-esteem and resilience. Surround yourself with supportive and positive individuals. Seek relationships with people who uplift and encourage you. A positive support network provides balance and helps you maintain a healthy self-image despite negative influences. In summary, relentless criticism and undermining behavior can erode your self-esteem and mental health. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, responding assertively, focusing on your strengths and seeking supportive relationships, you can protect your self-worth and mental well-being. This stoic approach helps maintain your inner strength and confidence in the face of relentless criticism. Manipulative flattery. The flatterer is the person who loves not you, but himself. Marcus Aurelius. Manipulative flattery is a tactic used by harmful individuals to gain your trust and manipulate your actions. Recognizing and managing manipulative flattery is essential for maintaining your autonomy and making genuine connections. Start by identifying signs of manipulative flattery. Notice if the person frequently gives excessive, insincere compliments, especially when they want something from you. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is trying to manipulate you through flattery. Reflect on how manipulative flattery affects your decision-making and relationships. Stoicism teaches the importance of maintaining control over your own mind and actions. Flattery can cloud your judgment and make you more susceptible to manipulation. Acknowledge the potential impact of this behavior on your well-being and autonomy. Respond to flattery with discernment and caution. When you receive excessive compliments, consider the person's motives and whether their praise is genuine. For example, you might say, "Thank you for the compliment, but let's focus on the task at hand." This approach helps you stay grounded and resist manipulation. Evaluate the person's actions and behavior over time. Genuine relationships are built on consistent respect and honesty, not just words. Pay attention to how the person treats you and others in various situations. Consistent positive behavior is a better indicator of genuine intentions than flattery. Surround yourself with authentic and trustworthy individuals. Seek relationships with people who offer sincere praise and constructive feedback. A network of genuine connections helps reinforce your autonomy and reduces the influence of manipulative flattery. In summary, manipulative flattery can cloud your judgment and make you more susceptible to manipulation. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, responding with discernment, evaluating actions, and seeking authentic relationships, you can protect your autonomy and make genuine connections. This stoic approach helps maintain your independence and well-being in the face of manipulative flattery. Excessive need for approval. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves. Epictetus. An excessive need for approval can indicate a harmful individual who relies on others to validate their worth, often at your expense. Recognizing and managing this behavior is crucial for maintaining your self-esteem and independence. Start by identifying signs of an excessive need for approval. Notice if the person frequently seeks validation, changes their behavior to gain approval, or becomes distressed when they don't receive praise. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone's need for approval is negatively affecting you. Reflect on how this behavior impacts your self-esteem and independence. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of finding self-worth within yourself, rather than relying on external validation. Being around someone who constantly seeks approval can make you feel responsible for their emotions and undermine your own confidence. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being. Encourage self-reliance and self-approval. When interacting with someone who seeks excessive approval, gently encourage them to find validation within themselves. For example, you might say, "It's important to value your own opinion and not just seek approval from others." Encouragement promotes a shift towards self-reliance. Set boundaries to protect your emotional energy. Limit the amount of time and emotional investment you give to someone with an excessive need for approval. For example, if they frequently seek validation from you, steer the conversation towards fostering their own self-worth. Setting boundaries helps preserve your emotional well-being. Focus on cultivating your own self-approval and self-worth. Reflect on your achievements and qualities, and practice self-compassion. By reinforcing your own self-esteem, you can resist being drawn into others' need for approval and maintain your independence. In summary, an excessive need for approval can negatively affect your self-esteem and independence. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, encouraging self-reliance, setting boundaries, and cultivating your own self-approval, you can protect your well-being and maintain your independence. This stoic approach helps reinforce your self-worth and emotional health in the face of excessive need for approval. Projection of personal issues. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Projection is a psychological defense mechanism where someone attributes their own undesirable feelings or motives to others. Recognizing and managing projection is essential for maintaining your emotional well-being and clarity. Start by identifying signs of projection. Notice if the person frequently accuses you or others of behaviors and feelings that they themselves exhibit. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when someone is projecting their issues onto you. Reflect on how projection affects your self-perception and relationships. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining a clear and accurate understanding of yourself. Being subjected to projection can make you doubt your actions and intentions. Acknowledge the negative impact of this behavior on your well-being and clarity. Address projection calmly and assertively. When you recognize projection, calmly explain how the accusations are misplaced and provide specific examples to illustrate your point. For example, you might say, "I think you're attributing your feelings to me. I don't feel that way, and here's why." This approach helps clarify the situation and set boundaries. Focus on self-awareness and emotional intelligence. Regularly reflect on your thoughts and behaviors to ensure that your actions align with your values. By maintaining a strong sense of self-awareness, you can more easily identify when someone is projecting their issues onto you. Seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. Discuss your experiences with friends, family, or a therapist who can provide perspective and validation. Support from others helps reinforce your understanding of yourself and navigate the challenges of dealing with projection. In summary, projection can distort your self-perception and affect your relationships. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, addressing projection assertively, focusing on self-awareness, and seeking support, you can protect your emotional well-being and clarity. This stoic approach helps maintain your inner strength and accurate self-understanding in the face of projection. Gaslighting. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Marcus Aurelius. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation where an individual makes you question your reality, memories, or perceptions. Recognizing and countering gaslighting is crucial for maintaining your mental clarity and self-confidence. Start by identifying signs of gaslighting. Notice if the person frequently denies your experiences, twists the truth, or makes you feel confused and doubting your sanity. Understanding these signs helps you recognize when you are being manipulated. Reflect on how gaslighting affects your mental clarity and self-confidence. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of maintaining inner strength and clear perception. Gaslighting can erode your trust in yourself and your understanding of reality. Acknowledge the negative impact of this manipulation on your mental health. Document your experiences and feelings. Keep a journal of specific incidents and how they made you feel. This record helps you validate your experiences and provides concrete evidence when you start doubting yourself. Documenting your reality helps maintain your mental clarity. Confront gaslighting behavior directly but calmly. When you recognize gaslighting, calmly state the facts and your feelings. For example, you might say, "I remember the situation differently, and this is how it made me feel." Assertive confrontation helps challenge the manipulative narrative. Seek support from trusted individuals. Discuss your experiences with friends, family, or a therapist who can provide perspective and validation. External support helps reinforce your understanding of reality and counters the effects of gaslighting. In summary, gaslighting undermines mental clarity and self-confidence. By identifying signs, reflecting on their impact, documenting experiences, confronting the behavior, and seeking support, you can protect your mental health and maintain a clear perception of reality. This stoic approach helps preserve your inner strength and clarity in the face of psychological manipulation. As you reflect on the stoic principles and the signs of dealing with an evil person, an unexpected twist emerges. The most significant struggle isn't just with external relationships, but with the internal battle against your own vulnerabilities and weaknesses. This realization shifts the focus inward, revealing that the journey is as much about mastering oneself as it is about navigating harmful external influences. The emotional climax arrives when you confront your ultimate challenge, facing your inner demons of self-doubt, fear, and emotional wounds from past relationships. This moment is charged with intensity as you grapple with these internal forces. Through practicing stoic resilience, self-awareness, and mindfulness, you overcome these challenges, achieving a profound inner strength. The resolution is deeply satisfying as you realize that true power comes from within, not from controlling external circumstances. Through this journey, you gain a profound philosophical insight. The true essence of Stoicism lies in mastering oneself. By focusing on your own thoughts, emotions, and reactions, you can navigate any external adversity. This revelation changes your perspective, encouraging both you and the reader to understand that the ultimate goal is inner peace and strength, which can withstand any external challenge. As the story concludes, some questions remain unanswered, inviting further reflection. How will these new insights shape your future interactions and decisions? What other aspects of your life will transform as you deepen your Stoic practice? This open-ended conclusion stimulates your imagination and encourages ongoing contemplation, making the ending feel personal and engaging. In a powerful symbolic resolution, you envision yourself within an inner fortress, representing your fortified mind and spirit. This fortress stands strong against external storms, symbolizing your newfound resilience and inner peace. The imagery of the fortress conveys the resolution of the story's main conflict, achieving mastery over oneself and finding strength from within. The story concludes in a way that mirrors the beginning, creating a sense of completeness and harmony. You started this journey seeking to understand how to deal with external evil, only to realize that the true battle was within. Now, you return to this initial quest with a deeper understanding and inner mastery. This circular structure emphasizes the growth you've undergone and the profound journey of self-discovery, leaving you with a sense of fulfillment and readiness to embrace the future with newfound wisdom and strength. Now that you've journeyed through these insights and discovered the power of Stoicism, we encourage you to reflect on your own experiences. Have you encountered similar challenges? How have you applied these lessons in your life? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. Your insights could be the key to someone else's journey. If you found these lessons valuable, consider liking this post and subscribing for more content on Stoic philosophy and personal growth.